Hello guys, it's teacher Yolanda here, and we're together today for our session 12. For this session, we're going to need our student's book, our workbook, we're going to need our reading project book, and our reading projects exercises photocopies. So please go and get them. Today's lesson is going to be really exciting, but we have lots to do, so please, let's hurry up. Here, on the first part, we're going to open our student's book at pages 100 and 101. At page 100, it says discuss in pairs. Look at the list of unusual jobs. One of them is not real. Which one do you think it is? What do you think the other jobs involve? So let's pay attention. We have a fruit cleaner, a pet detective, an ostrich babysitter, an elephant dancer, a pet food tester, and a golf ball diver. Which do you think isn't real? Well, let me tell you, we're going to listen to an audio telling us about all of these jobs. Let's pay attention here. It says listen and check your answers. After that, we're going to listen and answer these. These will have to be answered either with true or false. Let's read them. Number 1. Pet food testers don't usually eat the food. 2. Fruit cleaners work in supermarkets. 3. There's a film about a pet detective. 4. Looking after ostriches is a very busy job. 5. Golf ball divers give the balls back to the golfers. Are you ready? We're going to listen to the audio now. Please check your answers and write true or false. Remember that if you need to listen to the audio more than once, please rewind the video and listen to it again.
Book, page 100. 2. Listen and check your answers.
It's time now for today's Top 5. And this morning, we've got a great one for you. The Top 5 Most Unusual Jobs. Jobs you probably never knew existed. At number 5, we have Pet Food Tester. That's right, tasting cat and dog food. Yuck! This job involves trying out new pet food products before the animals. Testers don't eat the food completely. They just put a bit in their mouth and then spit it out. And they always have a glass of water next to them. At number 4 is fruit cleaner. This job involves making oranges and lemons, those bright colours that people want to see in the supermarket. They do this before the fruit goes to the shops by using chemicals and hot steam. Number 3. If your cat or dog is missing, then you might want to talk to someone who spends their time looking for missing animals. And that's exactly what pet detectives do. There's even a film about one. It's called Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. At number 2 is the ostrich babysitter. This job is pretty easy. You just have to sit among all the birds on an ostrich farm and make sure they don't start fighting or trying to eat each other's eggs. It's usually very quiet, so don't forget to take a book with you. And the number 1 unusual job is a golf ball diver. Each year, golfers hit millions of golf balls into lakes. By mistake, of course. The golf ball diver then dives down and collects them all to resell in the golf shops.
Okay, please answer here true or false. Now, in the next part it says work in pairs, think of or make up is inventar. Think of or make up an unusual job. Think of what the job involves and give the job a name. 5. Tell the class about your unusual job and decide which is the best one. So, write a short text about your unusual job. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to write about your unusual job, and you're going to do it in the Superminds Platforms blog, and you're going to read it to the class, and we're going to decide which is the best unusual job. Please use these jobs as inspiration. Look at them. They sound quite silly, but as you heard, some of them are true. Some of them are real jobs. So be creative. Moving on to the next page, page 101. At page 101, it says, discuss in pairs. Think about firefighters. What do they do? Are they usually men or women? Okay, so it says, read the interview with a firefighter. Does she like her job? So pay attention, this is an interview, but all of the questions are not here. You have to put the questions in the correct place. So pay attention to this dialogue of the firefighter, because this dialogue is going to give you the answer. Yes, letter A. What does your husband think about the job? So we have to find one about a husband. B. How did you get interested in firefighting? C. Do you get paid a lot of money? D. And finally, pay attention to this word. And finally, what's the best thing about the job? E. What do you like about the job? F. Did you do any other jobs before you became a firefighter? G. Are there many women at your fire station? H. Did you always want to be a firefighter? So, let's read the interview with this firefighter. Number 1, we have no idea what the question is. You're going to do it. My grandfather and my uncle were both firefighters, so it's a job I knew quite a lot about. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to be one, but when I grew up, I stopped thinking about it and looked for other jobs. 2. For a while, I worked in a circus. That was fun. And then I was a sports teacher for a few years. 3. One day, I took some of the school children on a trip to the fire station. I was amazed at how excited I got, and I knew I had to try and do this job. A year later, I was a firefighter. 4. Well, he's a firefighter as well, so he can't really complain. We work at different fire stations, so we don't often see each other at work, only when there's a really big fire. 5. Lots of things. I love walking at different times of the day. When I was a teacher, I always worked from 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. As a firefighter, I work at very different times. It makes the job interesting. I also like the friends I have at the fire station. 6. No, I'm the only one, but I don't mind. The men are funny and we laugh a lot. I think more women should become firefighters. Women are as brave as men. 7. The best thing is knowing that you are doing an important job and saving lives. That makes you feel really good. Okay, so I want you to please put these questions in the correct answer. Okay, we're going to check it later, so please do it. Okay, now let's move on to the workbook. Let's open our workbook at page 100. In here it says, listen and tick the box. This is the example. So let's listen to the audio and tick the correct box, please.
Page 100. 1. Listen and tick the box.
1. What should Katie put on the table?
What are you doing, Dad?
I'm making a vegetable soup, darling.
Can I help you?
Sure. Can you give me some potatoes and some carrots and put them on the table over there, please?
And what about tomatoes, Dad?
No, not today.
2. Which is William's bike?
Katie, William left his bag on his bike. Can you get me the bag, please?
Yes, but which is his bike?
It's the one next to the tree.
This one?
No, there's a green flag on William's bike.
3. What subjects will Richard's class study this morning?
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Hello, Richard.
What lessons have we got this morning?
PE and maths.
OK, and biology?
No, that's tomorrow.
4. Where should Lucy put the notebook?
Oh, Lucy, there's one more thing for you to do.
What's that, Mum?
Can you help me find my notebook, please? I think it's in my bag.
Here it is, Mum, under the table.
Oh, great.
Where shall I put it?
Put it on the shelf, please.
5. Where has the teacher left his car keys?
OK, Mr. Roberts, bye-bye.
Oh, dear. Where are my car keys? Did I leave them in the library?
Shall I go and check, Mr. Roberts?
No, they're not in the library, I'm sure. Oh, maybe I left them in the car.
In your car? I can go and check.
No, that's not possible. I had them in the classroom. Yes, that's right. They're in the classroom. Thanks very much, Richard. Bye.
Now, at page 101, we have two illustrations which are almost the same, but they're a bit different, okay? Please start analyzing them, and later on in our conversation, in our class, we will compare them, okay? Next one, we have values. Complete the story with 5 words from the box. Okay, so we're going to talk about a value. The words are great, car, nervous, opened, games, but games has already been used, closed, behind, rain, above, parents. Let's start reading the text. My last birthday was really cool. Mom invited all my friends from my class. There were 12 boys and 8 girls. First, we played in the garden with my sister Jane. Jane is 17. She knows lots of great games. Okay? So after that, what you have to do is complete the text with these words and finally choose the best name for the story. It could be That Was Great Fun, The Birthday Present, and Playing with My Sister. Look at it and decide which is the main idea so you can give the correct title. Okay? Please also make sure you have it before our class so we can do it together. Okay? Very good. Now let's open our reading project. Do you remember that at page 101 in the student's book, we were talking about a female firefighter. Well, we're going to continue learning about firefighters. So please, get your reading project's photocopies and open them at this one. The title is Firefighters. I'm going to start reading. Please try to read along with me so you can check the pronunciation. Okay? So it says, here we have New York City firefighters head out to the station. What is head out? It's going out. The introduction says, can you hear the loud siren? It is the sound of firefighters rushing to fight a fire in the bright red fire truck. Firefighters put out fires and save people whose lives are in danger. They also help prevent fires from starting. They inspect buildings and they teach people about fire safety. What makes fire burn? Fires need both fuel and oxygen to burn. Some types of fuel are wood, oil, and coal. Oxygen is a gas in the air. The more fuel or oxygen there is, the hotter the fire will burn. So what is a fuel? Fuel is something that makes the fire start easier. Okay, here we have wood. You know wood burns easily. Oil is what our cars have. And coal is the thing that we put in the grill for our hamburgers to get done. That is coal. Fires can be stopped in 3 ways. One way is to remove the fuel. A second way is to smother the fire by removing its oxygen. What is a smother? To turn off. A third way is to remove the fire's heat with water. Do you know? In our solar system, Earth is the only planet where fire can burn. Earth is the only planet with enough oxygen. Even a candle can't burn without it. Did you know that? There is no fire in any other planet. That's quite cool. Here we see firefighters battle a fire in a New York warehouse. Look at that. That looks quite dangerous. Types of fires. Firefighters put out house fires, factory fires, and even forest fires. They must be ready to fight many different kinds of fires and face other dangers too. Firefighting equipment. Firefighters use many different tools to fight fires. Large hoses. What are hoses? These things. So large hoses spray water or special foam on fires. Tall ladders reach high places. Axes chop holes in doors, roofs, and walls to reach places safely. So let's check some of the vocabulary here. Foam is what you make when you rub soap on your hands. That is foam. There is also foam in the ocean. Yes, when the waves break, they get foamy places. Now we have ladders. What are ladders? Ladders are the stairs, but the portable ones, the ones that you can move from place to place. And we saw chop. Do you remember? Chop is picar. Yes, we saw it in our unit of food. Here we have an illustration of an axe. Smoke masks and air tanks protect firefighters from smoke. Large fans remove smoke from rooms. Firefighters also use fire extinguishers to put out small fires. Here we have a fire extinguisher, a smoke mask, an air tank, and a hose. And you may say, why air tank? Remember that the fire needs oxygen to burn. So most of the times when there's a lot of fire, the oxygen is taken up by the flames of the fire, so it's very difficult to breathe in there. Firefighting machines. Here it says a pumper truck sprays water onto the fire from the side and from above. Look at it. That is a pumper truck. A pumper truck is the one that has water. Fire trucks are an important firefighting machine. There are 4 main kinds of fire trucks. The most common is a pumper truck. It carries long hoses on a pump to spray water a long way. Here we can see firefighters use a ladder truck to reach the fire. So pay attention. This is a ladder. It's a ladder truck. Its job is to have a huge ladder so that they can come up. And why do they need this? Because the stairs inside the building may have collapsed, so they wouldn't have a way to access. Other kinds of fire trucks include ladder trucks, tanker trucks, and rescue trucks. Ladder trucks carry ladders of many different sizes. Big ladder trucks have a ladder that can reach up to 10 stories high. What is 10 stories? The stories are the floors. Look, 1 story, 2 stories, 3 stories, 4 stories, and so on. Here it says, tanker trucks carry water to fight fires in places without water. Rescue trucks can carry equipment to help rescue people who are trapped. There are other kinds of firefighting machines too. Fireboats fight fires from the water. Look at that. Here is a boat, and it's helping to turn off a fire from the water. And they pump water from under the fireboats and spray it on the fire. These have an unlimited source of water because they take water from the lake. That says here in our description. Pay attention. A fireboat sprays water from a lake to put out a house fire in Georgia. Let's pay attention to this. Put out fire. What is the meaning of put out fire? That is a synonym of turn off the fire. Okay? Here it says, helicopters dump water on fires in places that trucks cannot reach. Large planes help fight forest fires too. Sometimes planes dump chemicals instead of water to slow the spread of a forest fire. So pay attention, all of this isn't water. These are chemicals. Remember that forest fires spread a lot. Why? Because they have a lot of fuel. What fuel is there? The wood from the trees. And also the dry grass. All of these parts help to spread the fire so quickly. So that's why they need planes. Here it says, firefighters in China train for real emergencies. Look at that. They're training to carry people because some of the people might be unconscious. Becoming a firefighter. You must be at least 18 years old to be a firefighter. Before you can become one, you must pass a fitness test. What is a fitness test? A fitness test is when you show that you are in good physical condition to run and climb. Remember, these guys are true heroes. They have to be really strong and in good shape. You must be in very good shape to fight fires. You also must pass a written test. That means an exam. Firefighting school trains people to fight different kinds of fires. They also learn how to rescue people and how to treat them if they're hurt. Now let's pay attention to our conclusion. Here it says roasting marshmallows is a fun use of fire. Can you see? Have you ever done that? Do you like it? I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't like burnt marshmallows. I prefer marshmallows as they normally are. Here in the conclusion says, fire is useful, of course. Scientists think that people have been using it to cook for more than 400,000 years. Fires can keep us warm in the winter, and some forests need fire to stay healthy. Here we can see a cycle of life. As seedling sprouts in the ashes of a forest fire, some trees actually need fire to open their cones and release their seeds. So, as you can see, fire is not a huge enemy. Most of the times it is, but some plants, some rare plants, need fire to sprout. What is sprout? Brotar. A fierce fire. In 1666, the Great Fire of London destroyed most of the city. It also helped end an outbreak of the plague. The fire killed the rats and fleas that carried and spread the deadly illness. So here we have another example. How can fire be something good? Look at it. It killed the plague. Let's imagine that. Something right now with the coronavirus is killed with fire. So remember, fire is also a good extinguisher of many things. At the same time, fire can be very dangerous. Now we're going to see the bad things. At the same time, fire can be very dangerous to people and other living things. Every year, it takes many lives and destroys large areas of forests. Fires also destroy thousands of buildings. Long ago, fires burned down entire cities because there was no way to stop them from spreading. Today, we have brave firefighters to put out fires and help keep us safe. Okay, pay attention again. We have put out fires. Okay. Now, in the illustration it says, a Wisconsin firefighter rescues a man from the balcony of his burning home. Here we have a writing. It says, write a thank you letter to firefighters. Tell them what you know about how they keep people safe. Ask the firefighters any questions you have about their job. Okay? So look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? We're going to do this writing in our blog of the Superminds platform. Okay, please do it there. And remember, you have these exercises in your photocopies. The exercises for these texts are the following. In here, you're going to write the main idea of each section and list one supporting detail. Supporting detail, it means un detalle que ayude a decir esa idea. So, for example, firefighters help keep our communities safe. What is a detail of that? How can they keep our communities safe? Because they put out fires. So you're going to read each of the subtitles of the book, and you're going to write the main idea of that subtitle and some details that you can find there. Please do it, and we're going to share with our friends in our Zoom class. In this one it says, instructions. Read the first 5 sentences and circle the plural noun or nouns in each sentence. Then, complete the remaining sentences by writing plural nouns in the spaces provided. What is a noun? Remember that a noun is a word that talks about a thing, a person, a place, a feeling. Yes, they are not verbs. So let's do the first one together. It says, my mom. Okay, my mom brought flowers to the graduation party. So we have party. And we could say graduation party. But pay attention, in the instruction it says plural noun. So we are incorrect. Not all of these are plural. Which are plural? Mom is not, definitely. Here it says flowers. Okay, flowers is plural. Graduation party is not plural. Do you understand the exercise? Now you're going to continue with the rest, and we're going to check in our class. This exercise says, instructions. Read the words in the center of the page, then choose a synonym and an antonym for each word from the list at the top of the page. Finally, Put a check mark by each word after you check your answers in the thesaurus. Remember, the thesaurus is a dictionary with synonyms and antonyms. So for this activity, you need to check your dictionary. So please feel free to go online and check the meanings of all of these words so you can put them in the correct column, either in the synonym or in the antonym part. And we're going to check it. So there are lots of activities to do. Don't worry, we're going to check them all in our class. But I need you to get working and I need you to please participate in our class. So see you today later there, okay? Bye!